Odyssey is a great map, in my opinion. Of course, I chose it.
No bias.
No bias right there. But DIMAGA is the one that chooses this.
He chose it too, Andre. How does that make you feel? I bet it makes you feel pretty darn good when you see someone pick the map that is not conventionally used in other tournaments. You're like, ah, see, this map's good.
Well, it doesn't justify it completely, but
it makes you feel better about it.
It does make me feel better about myself, I have to say. I feel
just take
really
a compliment, dude. Man,
well, I want to be accurate.
Talk about insecure.
No, I want to be accurate. It has nothing to do with insecurity. It's being accurate
That's
and,
totally cool. I know, I'm teasing.
And saying true.
I'm teasing.
Sorry, I'm just a huge supporter of the truth. Apparently, you're not.
Well, I'm also a huge supporter of, manning up, and accepting a compliment when I give one.
That's not manning up.
I don't give compliments that often, Andre.
That's not manning up. Maybe you need to man up and start complimenting people more often.
How is that? Oh. All right, whatever.
No gas so far for SjoW.
We'll settle this later.
Mano a mano?
Yeah, and there won't be any compliments.
Especially not coming from me.
That's like the worst thing is like, oh, how could he take away the compliments? It's like,
By the way, I meant to ask you, have you been working out? Your arms look a little different.
Really? You can see through?
No, I was just kidding.
So BM, bro. So BM.
Take a compliment, son.
Gosh, you've been hanging around Rotterdam way too much.
I know, I just told you to take a compliment. And you're like, really? Oh, you can't see
No, but you didn't mean it.
Whatever.
That's
I was going to mean it if you actually took the compliment, but you don't take compliments, son.
Gosh.
All right, gas does go up, but it's later, so it makes me feel like SjoW is going to use this gas. That's exactly what I thought.
Exactly what you thought, but you didn't say.
No.
Well, we see.
I didn't think he was going to actually use that. It was a delayed gas, so I thought he was going to just fake it, go for the command center first. What is going on?
At the refinery?
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually had 4 workers, and he actually had it misrallied as well.
He still
does.
Workers.
He's playing Brood War. He's rallying just outside of his command center so he can manually command. And I bet Flash, that's what he did for and he still got to Masters League. That's crazy, right? Like, how cool would it be watching Flash's stream and he rallied his workers and he still made Master League? That'd be really funny if he didn't think his workers auto mine.
Dude, he can make Masters League easy.
Easy, son.
Anyway,
we see DIMAGA. He's going for a pretty standard build, I'd say. He's getting his gas a little bit late, but in favor for 2 queens earlier on. So I like this build actually in ZUT and Odyssey. We've seen DIMAGA choose this map earlier for that massive Baneling kind of style. Do you think we'll see a reappearance of that again in game number 2?
I think that Reaper last game was a mistake.
Alright, that does not answer my question.
Oh, what did you say?
I asked, do you think we'll see more of that Baneling style that DIMAGA
Why did I just
favoring?
think you were asking the I'm sorry, Morgan came in, he distracted me. You know how it is. He was making funny faces at me.
I know your history with him, man. Don't worry.
I don't think we will see that Baneling style.
As per Facebook.
Yeah. Thank you. You have a way about you, Mr. Frodan.
What about me? What about me, man?
I think Billy Joel made a song about you.
All right. Well, we can sing it later with Select at karaoke.
Oh,
which, by the way, this weekend, guys, against Sunday, our Sunday showdown between Select and Violet. It's going to be awesome.
And Violet probably karaoke's as well.
Yeah. It's only to limited subscribers, so keep in mind that last week was free. And if you like TVZ, if you like SjoW versus DIMAGA, you will see a great TVZ this weekend. Okay,
a big difference in this build. 3 barracks going down immediately before any second gas. Actually, it's kind of common to do 2 barracks before the second gas, but that's just one deviation that you can go.
That is big.
That is big. SjoW is going to be looking to do some 2-base aggression. Now, I'm not sure this is too profitable, honestly, because DIMAGA just showed a very Baneling-centric style. When you're doing Hellion Marine in this beginning stage, or even Hellion plus Marauder, Zergling Baneling is able to clean that up pretty easily, as long as you can get a good flank. And I like what DIMAGA is doing, sending out these Zerglings all the way on the left-hand side. This is pretty intelligent.
It's the same as what he did in game number 1 with a mini Zergling run-by, because Terran's just not prepared. And SjoW is not careful. He can actually lose, again, more units. And you see that he targets where the Hellions are, so he knows he's free to run to the natural. And these 2 mules are going to be targeted down immediately. Great job by DIMAGA.
Well, he gets the first one. The second one is being repaired.
Oh, that is so clever. Wow. And is he going to save that mule? He will. Huh. cool heads-up play there.
Heads up, yeah. But he does lose a couple of
Yeah, SCVs.
5 SCVs in total are lost. In the meantime, Double Evolution Chamber is thrown down and a Macro Hatchery. This Macro Hatchery, I think, is the saving grace. Right now, DIMAGA, as soon as he actually sees what's going on, now he does see a ton of Hellions out here on the field, he should say, okay, be careful. Now he sees Marauders. That's a clear giveaway. When you see 3 Marauders, you say, holy crap, I have to defend against this incoming 2 base aggression. And look at that, 2 Spine Crawlers immediately placed. Great play from DIMAGA.
And spreading his creep. Very important as well. +1/+1 just started for DIMAGA, but I don't know if he can buy that much time. He's just gearing up in case he could use that. Baneling Nest about halfway done. So DIMAGA is preparing for this imminent push. You were calling it, 2-base push incoming from SjoW. He's got 4 barracks, all with Tech Labs. Oh no, SjoW supply blocked himself at a pretty critical time in terms of pumping out units. You can see right now, 62 out of 62. And for a while, he's like queuing up a lot at his barracks. So not the best form of macro, but at the same time, SjoW, this push is still scary nonetheless.
Sure. Now, one of the key things, get these Zerglings out on the map. Don't let them stay here inside the natural. And the main reason for that, you want your Banelings to connect. Oh no, Spinecrawler is going to be readjusted at the worst time.
Oh, and the Marauders get some free shots in there. He's going to stim. SjoW realizes the opportunity is now, and he is seizing it by the horns. The Zerglings running in, and 2 Spinecrawlers for just a little damage on the Marauders each. The Banelings also getting in there. SjoW has to split appropriately. The Hellions running back as fast as they can, and it looks like SjoW does end up cleaning up, at least on the left side. On the right side, the Hellions and Marauders do get trapped.
Removing the Hellions are the #1 key things to actually destroy that push. If you remove the Hellions, then it empowers the Zerglings. The Zerglings are the ones that clear up the Marauders. And here we go, the counterattack. It's probably going to pull back. There it is. Now, here's the big problem. SjoW has not been investing at all into his upgrades. You can see only a single gas. All of the gas has been funneled into these Marauders. So do we have combat shields? No. We do have, of course, concussive shells, but that means the Zergling style DIMAGA has been doing is perfect. He can just stick on Zerglings, and his +1/+1 is now kicked in. He's in a great position where all of his investments are lined up to directly counter what SjoW is doing.
Yeah, and SjoW has 4 barracks, so he was leaning heavily towards Marauders, and normally you see a lot more Hellions into the push with a Marauder Hellion, but SjoW, he's sending his SCVs, or some of his SCVs rather, into the next push, but there are a lot of Banelings on the way, and I feel like DIMAGA is going to be safe and can hold this off easily as long as he gets a good position.
There's just not enough Hellions, and here comes the Zerglings. The onslaught of Zerg is just going to be way too much, cupping around all the units and grabbing them, stopping them from retreating. SjoW is in a terrible position, losing everything right here. The counterattack is inevitable, and SjoW will be not looking good. I don't know how he's going to defend this.
SjoW's not even really microing his units. Oh, he gets surrounded. Look at that. DIMAGA doesn't even have to use his Banelings. They are walking by as if they didn't even see that. SjoW trying to run with his SCVs, but they're running straight into the Banelings. And with that explosion, the last ounces of hope for SjoW as he does type the GG. And that was a really well done. Great defense by DIMAGA, and a great job reading it. That Overlord was an MVP, seeing all
Boom,
those.
I was going to say, you took the analysis away from me. Now I have nothing else to say.
But we do
Good job,
have
Overlord.
a replay.
Yeah, let's check it out. Right now, we're going to flex our muscles a little bit.
Oh,
the cup.
look at
the
that.
Cup. I love the cup.
The cup?
Yeah, the cup with the Zerglings.
Look, okay, the surround. Yeah, look at that. He gets it. And I love the fact that DIMAGA was able to extend the creep that far out in the first place to get the surround. We were talking earlier, not just setting up the spines, but spreading the creep initially as well. And it was just a great foundation for being able to hold off that time.
Definitely. And very clear-cut game, so let's go ahead and move on into game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. So when we come back, thanks to our sponsors.
Epson. Yeah,
Epson.
I was like looking at you. I'm like, don't forget it, Andre. Thank you so much to Epson for sponsoring NASL Season 3 with their bright projectors. Go to Epson.com. We'll be back after a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. The concluding match of the series between DIMAGA and SjoW after this commercial.